shared a lot of different ways on how to buy one deal, right? Here's where it gets better. 3 or 4 years later, a wholesaler contacted me saying, Matt, we got a property to sell, we'll sell our financing. And here's the before and after of this property. I got a property to sell, you sell our financing. It actually looks like one of your type of properties. I'm like, that's awesome. Why do you say that? They're like, the walls are desert fawn. I'm like, dude, like 30% of all the investors who've gone to classes that I've taught, all their houses have desert fawn. They're like, yeah, but this is a flip. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So I ended up buying this property back from the buyer who bought the property from me. Is that crazy or what? And I got it from a wholesaler from marketing it because they had a notice of default on their mortgage. So by them having a notice of default on their mortgage, another wholesaler, not me, put the property under contract, assigned the property to me, and I ended up buying it back from that wholesaler. Completely different wholesaler. So what's cool, I want to show these examples. This is what the property looked like before and after. Obviously, we started some demo. But this is what the property looked like before and after. And we ended up then selling the property back. And then I just barely sold it last year. So I think this is important for you guys to realize how to buy this property. So you guys I'm going to give you guys about 20 minutes. We're going to do an open Q&A. So for me to help you, are you more interested how I structured scenario A, or are you more structured on scenario B? So type in A or B, please, and I'm going to have my team, then we're going to open this up for you guys so I can give you guys ideas of how I did this. So are you more interested in scenario A or scenario B? And I need everyone to participate. Okay, we got a bunch of A's, some B's.
Sorry, Matt, which is A and which is B?
Yeah, great question. Scenario A is I bought the property from the original wholesaler, did seller financing for 6 months or 5.5 months, and then 2 weeks before she had to buy her house, I bought it, fixed it up, and sold it. Scenario B is a wholesaler brought me a notice of default lead. It was ironically the property that I had flipped. I bought it from the wholesaler and that seller, and I kept it for seller financing as a rental. All right, A. Let's A it up. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give each person 30 seconds to write down their best question, and I'm going to go rapid fire with whoever has their video camera first.
Well, on A, I mean, you went through the details of how you made it work for that woman very quickly, and I'd be interested in hearing a little bit slower.
All right, I'll go a little slower for 30 seconds. I got an all-inclusive deed of trust. So I drafted an all-inclusive deed of trust that had her underlying mortgage. The loan terms then dictated that I would pay the property off in 6 months. So at closing, she knew I would have a balloon payment. So 2 weeks before she needed her money, I would have to pay the property off. You could also do a wrap, or in Utah, an all-inclusive deed of trust. And then 2 weeks before closing, when I paid that said property off, she got her money. I got a hard money loan, or I could have paid cash, or I could have done a refinance at the time, but I was going to flip the property, and then she went on her merry way. So I used an all-inclusive deed of trust with a balloon payment, with the difference of what I was buying the property for and what she owed. She got her money and then moved 2 weeks after. Awesome question. Brad?